a lot of it down.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chewy. This is the I Love You podcast, and today we're going to be discussing episode 166, I think, of I Love You. I'm joined by Fred and Vax. So, guys,
Okay.
what did you think
Hello.
of this episode?
Um, in one word, it was a lot. Um, very angry. Not at Noel, but just at like everyone. No, I'm very angry at Noel. It was just a lot to take in. Shaking my head. That's all I can really say. Shaking my head.
I I actually really liked this episode. Something about it was made me anticipate the next. I'm anticipating the next episode more than this one because I could just feel the drama boiling in a pot. I'm gonna eat that shit up once the Fast comes out again.
Yeah, makes sense. I guess I have to go. Um, this episode took years off my life. I'm getting like legitimate anxiety from it. Like my heart is right now like pounding. Um, I don't like it at all. It's not gonna end well. I don't like any of it. Usually in I Love You, right? Like there you switch POVs, so you kind of get some really dark stuff and some like okay stuff, like as a break. There were no breaks in this episode. Every scene was hot garbage, and I am gonna like BRB gonna punch a wall because what was that, guys? Oh my god. What was that? Bottoms up my ass. Like, oh my god. What? Okay. You know what? Let's just get into the segment section because really that's my only general impression right now. Okay, Fred. I know you wanted to talk about the song lyrics, and I talked about them a lot last episode, but we can go through them again. What did you guys think of the song lyrics? Does someone want to say them again, or?
Yeah, I can read them out. That's
Okay.
all of them. There's not really a lot, so I guess I can say them all. So I'm trying to find my way back, but all these red hues keep me locked in place. 1,000-pound shackles wrapped around my ankles. The sun is setting, the tide is rising. I'm drowning. I'm cold. The water biting. I'm in the midst of all this madness. I need to keep smiling, keep dancing. I must keep going. Listen to the voice in my head. I can stay captive a bit longer, so as long as I end up on top. Okay, so couple things. So last episode, everybody was saying how like the song could really talk about a lot of the different characters in the episode, but I feel like the song really, especially the ending, could really represent Alyssa a lot too, because as we know, Alyssa, social climber, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
her like saying like I feel like the song could really be talking about like how much of a struggle it is to be in the industry, because a lot of people, I don't know, like if I should really be getting into like the industry, but like in the Korean K-pop industry, which is assuming this is based on, it's really hard to become an idol, and you go through a lot of harsh training, and it's really a lot to become famous over there. And I think it's really interesting because I feel like this could be another way of Alyssa kind of showcasing that in the song, but not really like outrightly saying it, or at least Quam is trying to like outrightly say it by having Alyssa say it. That like, oh, like this is what's going on behind the scenes of like Alyssa's group. And I feel like this is even more confirmed later on when you meet Alyssa's bandmates as well. So that's what I had to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. It sounded really odd coming from Alyssa because we never see her talking about these things. And it kind of worries me because she's always, I don't know how to describe it. She's always like
She's
happy or
easily influenced too,
yeah.
which makes sense. She's like much younger than the rest of them, which is
Mm-hmm.
definitely interesting when you consider the
Which is
power
another,
dynamic.
yeah, which is another popular trend in like a lot of groups too. But anyways, yeah, it's just really it's really concerning to say the least. It's really concerning. I'm actually starting to feel a little sympathy for
Yeah.
Alyssa, which is also a concerning fact. But anyways, moving on. Moving on.
Okay, Noel's face at the end, like after she finished singing, kind of spooked me. He just looks
Oh
so
god.
angry.
Yes. Yes, yes. And I think that's why I got a little bit confused too when he was talking to Kosuke because like Noah looked legitimately mad. Like have a feeling that he knew that this song, this romance song or whatever, was not about him, and he was like getting mad. So like, what the hell? What's up with the other reaction he had afterwards? I don't get it. Did anyone else think
Did
it was
I,
really
Yui
funny? Oh wait, go ahead.
I just
did
thought it was
Yui
weird.
say
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
my bad? Did Yui say that this song was about Alyssa or was it about Noel? Because I
She said that
I
Alyssa
think
wrote the
I
song.
think there's Alyssa wrote the song. Like she wrote
Yeah.
the song and she helped like them produce it, which is
Hmm.
also quite talented. Not gonna lie, but
Yeah, it was pretty
um,
good.
actually pretty talent. Pretty. That's actually a lot of good talent. But
Hmm.
besides that, I think it's really telling the kind of song she wrote and
Yes.
like the way. Like I think it's all very telling and like I think it's really talk. I feel like everyone's saying it's talking about like her relationship with Noel.
Really? I
And
don't think it's about that.
but I don't
no.
think it's about that. I don't think it's about that either. But I genuinely really think it's like a cry, not like a real cry for help, but like it's kind
It's
of
a
like
cry for help. I'll say it.
it's kind of like a cry for help in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
way. But like at the same time, I can't really call it a cry for help because this is what she wants. Like she clearly wants this kind of lifestyle. Like she wants to be on top. And
I think
I mean,
I think I want to tie it into the image that we saw before the party officially started, at the Hirahara mansion, where people were
mm-hmm.
saying that the picture, the ballet picture, symbolizes um, you know, like glam and glitz and like the dance pop industry. I mean, it's about ballet, but it's like
Mhm.
similar, like for the time period, and how you have to ally with malicious people in order to rise to the top. And that really just struck me as close. I mean, not fuck, Alyssa. Um, and I feel like we really saw that in this episode too with the lyrics, like having to ally with people because you want to make it to the top.
Yeah, I think that's a common theme throughout I Love You, not with just the singing industry, but with like also the business industry. Um, the hero horrors. um, it's just really scary that there's no like genuine, pure way without like having like doing really bad things in order, like you were saying, Chewie, to get to the top. It's just genuinely terrifying that this is what
Mm-hmm.
people have to do.
Yeah.
And she's so young
And
too. Like it's scary.
and another thing that kind of makes me think about it too, I feel like for like a long time, another like recurring theme is that like people in this comment do things so that they got do did or have done terrible things to get to the top. Like Yui ran, Kosuke to some degree, Alyssa, like, and I didn't really notice it till now, but like, wow, like, yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
it's like a it's like a man, it's like a pattern.
I think one of the reasons why this episode
Yeah.
really got my anxiety up was because the underlying themes in this episode were so dark, And I think that brings us to our next segment of like the whole private scene, where they were like away from everybody else and were kind of
Mhm.
coaxing like Noel to, drink and stuff. And it's interesting because I mean, I'm kind of in their age group, so like I've been like around people like that, like I've been in all those situations and stuff like that. And it's not always a bad thing. I mean, I don't care if people drink while they're underage. It's just about like you being in the right company. Like Noel said that he drank before, but with Nana, and he was about to say that it's still different to drink around your family that you trust versus like random strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And and then the girl was like, "Oh, it's just the same thing, drinking a beer with your grandmother is the same thing as like taking a shot with people you just met tonight." Like it's obviously not. And uh, it's just so dark underlyingly and knowing the fact that Noel A has trauma with alcohol in the past, like it's very clear, and B he's in like this situation is making me like very scared. Also, I think it's important to keep in mind here that Noel is a lightweight. If you guys didn't know that, um, yeah, he's basically a lightweight. In A Curious Cat, Kimchi mentioned that really the only thing Kosuke and Noel have in common, jokingly, was the fact that they're both lightweights, which is really interesting. And the fact that like he definitely doesn't drink as much as Kosuke does, and he's also just as much as a lightweight. Like I feel like this shot or like the next one is just gonna knock him out. Like I'm scared. I pray to God. I pray to God that Kosuke doesn't drink in this episode. I mean, in the next one, because we can't have both of them being drunk in this situation. Also, did anyone kind of get weird, like, trigger warning here, but like weird, like rapey vibes from the way they were looking at him? They were just
Cool.
like, I don't
The
even know how to
girls?
explain it.
All the girls?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like
Okay,
necessarily that,
so
but it looks like they were trying to take advantage of him in whatever way, whether it's sexual or not. It felt like
so
they want him to
yeah,
get drunk for a reason.
I get what you're trying to get at, and I feel like a lot of it just ties into the fact that like what they're doing is essentially wrong. Like even though Noel is like 19, he's not the drinking age, and the way they're like phrasing their words and like saying this stuff, like the way like they're like just the entire time they were talking to Noel, like all of it just seems kind of off,
Mm-hmm.
like really like weird. Cause like they're like older. I think they're older at least. I don't know how old they are, but like I'm assuming
They're
they're
Yeah.
definitely
older
older.
than how old Alyssa is.
Yeah.
Cause they said Alyssa's the youngest, so I'm assuming they're like a
I think they're around
considerable
like
age difference,
Kosuke's
like
age. I
Kosuke's
think
age.
it's safe enough to
Yeah,
say
like
that.
Kosuke's age.
And that's
Like
so
I think they're around like
weird.
Kosuke's age. And I
Dude,
feel like if you're like a 24-year-old, you shouldn't be offering drinks to a 18-year-old, like or a
I
17-year
just
old. That just doesn't seem right.
I didn't even like the way they were looking at him either. It just looks like they wanted something from him. Now, I don't know what that could be, but I just was so uncomfortable, and it was interesting. Kosuke was there too. I love when Kosuke was like, "Don't make eye contact with me." Like
Yeah, the
it's so
way they're
funny.
speaking is just so slimy. Like to
Yeah,
put
it
it
just
into
feels
perspective,
really.
think of Sangchul. Think of
Yes. Oh my
Sangchul
Yes,
and
god.
then put it with these girls. It's so slimy and
it's
gross. Like
so
I was like,
slimy.
ugh. And the in the drink, okay, I really, really hope none of these people will roofie their drinks, but just taking drinks that you didn't pour yourself gives me
Yes.
anxiety in this
And
whole
then
comic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Ugh.
that's right because they were also trying to give Kosuke a drink, and she's like, "Here, I already poured it myself." I'm like, "Bitch, Kosuke just showed up. How did you have a drink already ready for him?" Like, what? It was just
Like
very
they're
much
trying
weird.
to I think they're trying to get something out of this situation because she literally emphasizes we're not gonna like what the hell did she say? Something about reporters and the
Yeah.
press
Oh
and
my
how they're not gonna tell them or
god.
something or how they're not gonna find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Like
just think
that
they
just
just know that like these people have money. Like, oh, these are our sponsors. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
like these are our sponsors. Like these are the people who sponsor us. Like, they're the ones with the money. Like, which is really sad because again, it's showing people will do anything to get to the top. Not saying they were gonna do anything, but just saying people would do anything to get to the top. They made that
Yeah.
very clear.
People will do anything to get to the top. That's a great point. I also wonder I think I don't think they have Alyssa's best interest in heart either, so I wonder if they're trying to take advantage of Noel, especially while Alyssa is there to get under her skin in a way, you know? Because I just feel like they don't like her for some reason. Like I get that vibe.
yeah. Maybe because the youngest kind of gets more attention than the older members.
Uh-huh.
Um
Yeah. That's a great
it could
point.
be jealousy
I think it's so interesting
and
too that Kosuke is there, and like I was wondering why, because this is very much a Noel, Alyssa, them situation. Like it's kind of just weird that
yeah.
Kosuke is tagging along. So I wonder
Mm-hmm.
if there's like a greater purpose for that, you know, to show in the same way that those girls are jealous of Alyssa and are willing to take advantage of Alyssa and her situation. Like that's what Kosuke does, you know? I
Yeah.
really hope. I think Kosuke. I'm kind of proud of Kosuke in this episode, but well, not that proud, but prouder than I am of pretty much anyone right now. Um, I feel like he'll pick up on that too. He'll be like, like, I see what you're doing. I half want him to slap away the drink from Noel, but I also know he's not going to do that. So this is just wonderful. If I have a feeling that Kosuke is such a bitch. If he sees Noel drinking, he's going to be like, I'm cooler than you. And he's going to take like 2 shots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
They're gonna make it a competition.
they're so dumb. But I also, actually, I don't know. Because I feel like if it wasn't about drinks, if it was anything else, Kosuke would have done that. But I think Kosuke has a lot of experience with drinks and people trying to take advantage of you while you're drunk. I mean, that's literally what happened to him at the club. And then also, we talked about this before on the server, but like, I think we don't think a lot about how dangerous Kosuke's situation was. Like, he was in college and he was like middle school aged. Like, that's scary. Like, there was no doubt that he was definitely taking advantage of somebody or peer pressured in a similar way that Noel is right now. So, I mean, Sophie brought this up too. She's like, what if we get a flashback of Noel's past trauma with alcohol now? Because we've never really seen him. Well, we saw him take champagne during the formal, but that was about it. Like, this is him willingly doing it, just like being like, bottoms up. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my God. This reminds me, this whole scene and like this whole, like your whole group just reminds me of that really old theory of like Alyssa. Like they said that like Alyssa was doing like air quotes favors for higher ups so that she could make her way up to the top and all that other stuff. And like I'm not trying to like insinuate anything. I'm not like insinuate anything about
No. I think you're right.
But the way they're kind of like saying like she like isn't around for like group bonding or like she's like always like not MIA, but like she's still got a lot to learn. She's a baby and like they're always like picking on her and stuff. Like I don't know, like it just seems kind of.
They just have a passive. They have a passive aggressive tone when they're talking about Alyssa, and even Noel picks up on it early on. And Alyssa kind of just brushes it off and pins it on her just being the youngest. I'm like, girl, we know that's not the case.
They're literally being toxic. Oh my goodness. And I see why Alyssa is the way she is right now too, because like those people are always around her. Like they're literally influencing her all the time. So like Also, I want to mention that in Curious Cat, when she was listing whether or not all the I Love You characters were virgins, not that virginity as a concept even fucking matters, but when she was like listing it, she didn't say what Alyssa was. She's like, I want to keep it a secret. Like she said that. She's like, I don't want to tell anyone this. So I feel like that could be leaning into the favor for the higher ups. I wouldn't be surprised of creepy rich men taking advantage of underage girls. I love it here. I literally, please don't clip that out of context. Oh my God. But literally, oh my goodness. This episode.
I was thinking that too. You know what's actually something I'm going to talk about too? The person Alyssa is always talking to on the phone. They made a lot of comments about Alyssa talking to this friend.
To this friend. Who's this friend? Oh my God.
Because it's been made very apparent from the beginning to now that Alyssa is never talking to Noel because she's quote quote so busy on the so busy, but her teammates are like, she's not talking to her parents or her sister, she's talking to her friends in her dorm all the time.
Yes.
And if I was Noel, I would have been looking like,
I wonder if they said that though to get under his skin again, because they don't like Noel and Alyssa's relationship, because why would they?
Yeah, they were being way too comfortable with how they were speaking with Noel. Like,
yes.
In the private, we kind of like.
We're kind of all over the place
talking about this out of order, but her friends are such like pieces of shit. Like the way they were talking to Noel and jabbing at him about the whole situation with him about. I can't even speak. I'm literally having an aneurysm right now. About him drinking or like punching people in public, going to jail, all that, blah blah blah. And they're like, you need to stop pretending to be innocent.
Can you shut
Wait,
up? Not
what?
you. I'm sorry. I mean them.
It's it's okay. Yeah, like they literally need to shut up.
The way they were trying to like read Noel, and then like I was just sitting here like, okay, but like he's really not like that kind of person. Like,
Yeah, he's literally not. And they know it too. They're just trying to get under his skin. And then
like,
Noel's like, "You're not gonna get under my skin. I'll get drunk and get taken advantage to own you." Period. Like, oh my god.
like Like it was
What?
really passive aggressive. Not it was really passive aggressive, like very passive aggressive, and it's really I really don't like that because like it kind of reminds me of how Yui is, like very passive aggressively trying to like say stuff to you, but like not really outrightly saying it. Like he's just like they're just
This
like
was
kind of hinting
so
at it.
sanctuary. I hate it here.
Yeah, like Central, like really this the whole upper class kind of thing that like they're always doing around. Like yeah, all of this I feel like showing this and showing Shinna's party is going to be such a huge contrast to see the difference in their worlds because like this is like so different from what Shinna does. Like it's just so oh man.
I kind of just want to know what Noel is playing at right now because
I don't think he
if it was
knows.
the old
Really?
because if it was the old Noel, he would have walked out and never came back.
Yes.
But
And then when he
he's
saw
coming in the
Shinna, he was like, okay. He was
yeah,
like,
like he's
nope, time to do this. Oh my goodness. And I didn't like the way either they were like when he's like, I want to step out. They're like, oh, so cute. Like they're just infantilizing him. It's like I
also
think it's weird because I think Shinna's and Dieter's and Soshi's presence actually makes Noel behave quote unquote worse. You know? Like he just becomes more reckless in a way. It's like his way of trying to fight. I just hate it here.
or it's just him trying to fight off his old life. He's doing everything that he wouldn't do, so he can't go back to what he used to be with his old friends. Also, I just noticed Kosuke is sitting down on the couch now next to one of the group mates, and Alyssa's holding a soju bottle. Oh my god. No.
God.
I. Okay, I just don't want a scene to happen and for anyone to go into deeper shit. And
Like I just don't
please, for
understand
the
why he's
love of
drinking.
God. Yeah, I don't want anybody to be taken advantage of. Please, God, no. Like,
I
That's
forgot
been
how
a
scary I Love You
that's been
can be
a
sometimes. Oh my god. I
that's been
haven't
a that's
feel
been a
that
recurring theme at these parties. Like being taken
I don't
advantage
think I've
of.
been this scared since the club scene or like the formal because I was like,
yeah.
motherfucker. I don't know, just alcohol and I Love You don't mix well. Like it just never ends well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
especially with
really
these
concerned,
vibes.
especially
These
with
girls are.
these girls. These girls, they're so like sus. Like everything they're saying in like I don't know, like what they're saying just feels so like sus. And I told you it's so passive aggressive, and I don't like that.
Also, where's the girl that we only seen one of Alyssa's group mates before when she was talking with her
Sister,
to tell her to go sleep. Yeah, she was talking with her sister and one of the group mates showed up. I don't see her. Is that her like not talking with the green headband?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no, that's not
I,
her.
I feel
Never
like
mind. Never
I feel
mind.
like we're missing. I feel like we're missing someone. Did we not see someone? Like, are we
I
missing
swear.
someone?
Yeah.
Where is Eugene? You know what? Eugene better
somewhere?
pull up and, like, do her thing and like save these people because I'm gonna lose my mind.
Where are the
Yeah.
group of
Where
One of
is
the girls is
she?
gone.
I thought she
One
was
of the
like
girls is
trailing.
gone.
I thought,
Where?
huh?
One of the
I'm
girls is
assuming.
gone. The one that we know, like from we've seen her before already. She has a ponytail in.
Oh my god. I feel so physically
Maybe someone
exhausted. I have
new.
no idea why.
Oh wait, no, she's right there. She's just not talking.
Oh my god. I love
The
Kosuke. He's
one,
like, don't make eye contact with me. I thought he was
the
gonna say
one
witch
who,
or something. I can't get over
the
it. It was
one
so
who
funny.
never said anything was what's her name? Ari. She's the one who didn't talk. She's the one who walked up to them, but she didn't say anything. She was just sitting there. I
Oh
think.
my
Okay.
god. I feel
Yeah, the
so
one who's
stressed.
talking is
I
like
love that Noel blocked everyone. Like that's so
yeah.
fun. I love it here.
The one who's talking is
I
Sumin, and then And then the other girl is on the couch vaping. Was she vaping? Looks like she's vaping.
I don't know. Noel's
So,
being
yeah.
a little silly right now.
Everyone's
He's in
saying
a
that
silly, goofy mood. Every time I say that, another year off my life gets taken. Like, oh my
silly
god.
goofy mood. Everyone's saying that the Ari girl is Shina's sister.
Stop!
That it
That'd
does
be
kind of
so
I
look like her.
funny.
wish.
It does kind of look like her, but I feel like they've made it pretty clear that there's like a noticeable resemblance there. So I feel like it'd be kind of weird if no one said anything by now. Like, because they literally
Okay,
said multiple times.
if the next episode cuts off to the party with Shine and them, I'm gonna like punch a hole through my wall.
I'm gonna shave off all my hair, like all of my hair.
I
Like,
really
it's
hope
actually so
somebody,
ridiculous.
like, I want Kosuke to leave and go to the party still, but I don't want to see their party now. I want to see what's happening at this party with all these celebrities and high or ups. 'Cause I like this
Apparently,
drama.
Moran's supposed to be giving a speech. Okay, so I think what's gonna happen is I think Kosuke is going to leave eventually. He doesn't seem too keen on
Yeah,
staying here.
he's like a child right now. He's like, I don't like it here, mommy. Can you pick me up? Like, people are being weird.
Like,
So
the
I
way
hope
he's
he doesn't
looking,
stay, dude. I need Kosuke to leave. That's one less person to worry about. Sorry, go ahead.
the way he's looking right now, it looks like he doesn't really want to be there. Like, he's just kind of like there.
But he
Like, the
never
whole
looks like
time,
that.
he's like the whole time he's just kind of just been like, just like there.
He's there for
Very
Rand, and that's
yeah.
like what it is. That's why he asked Noel. He's like, "What about father? Why'd he ask you, father? Father, did you suck his dick? Blah blah blah." Like, oh my god, shut up. He is literally Rand's
He
biggest
kind
fan.
of he got
Sorry.
his answer though. Noel's not gonna give him the answer he wants, so
Yeah.
he's probably just gonna leave because he said he's gonna drive. Like he's like, I'm driving. I can't drink.
Can he just
Honestly, I hope he
leave?
dips.
Oh my god. He's the only one that's acting half sane right now. I can't. But on the other hand, I don't want him to leave Noel there alone. Dude, if
Oh, please, God, no.
Kosuke sees that Noel's taking a drink and then just leaves him there and he's like, bye bitch, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I just don't want like a scene to happen. Like Noel drinking, Kosuke drinking. I don't want them to say something really bad in public.
They're gonna like spill tea and then they're gonna take that. Maybe they're definitely recording them. There's no way. There's no way.
Oh God, please no. I swear to God. I swear to God. I hope somebody outs Alyssa's middle school situation just for this not to just for
You
this
know
not
what
to happen.
I agree with? Kosuke saying everyone's being weird is so relatable right now.
I
know! Like, everyone's being so weird. Like,
I really felt for
Kosuke's
Kosuke.
just, like, the way he's just like, oh, why are you guys acting like that?
He was
Like,
honestly
and
the
then-
most relatable one in this episode. Besides the
Like,
whole Rand
his
thing.
facial
He's
expression this whole episode has just been me. Like,
He's like, guys,
what-
this
Yeah.
is weird. What's happening? I don't get it. I was observing you guys. You were so awkward. Like, I know, Kosuke. Like, you're speaking to the readers right now. Like, we know. We are just as confused as
Yeah.
Kosuke. Oh my
Feels like-
god.
This is what a normal conversation looks like. I'm like, that does not exist.
I'm like, no, not the
in the I Love
gaslighting.
You.
Not the fucking gaslighting. Oh my god, cut the
the
crap.
first time in forever, Kosuke is not wrong about something being up, but man, it sounds like he is because like he's always like so suspicious of everything. But like he actually has a point. Like everyone's acting super weird. Like the way when like Alyssa, not Alyssa, when Kosuke calls them out on it, Alyssa just looks so like nervous. Like what do you mean? When it looks weird.
Yeah.
And then
When Noel was like, everything is up to you, Kosuke. It really isn't. It's really not, though. Just because you have wealth, it means you have a lot, but it doesn't mean you have everything. And it's very clear in this episode that Kosuke is the most clueless one in this whole place right now. Isn't that so funny? He's so clueless right now. Yeah. He's like, bruh, I came here for daddy, and he's not even here. And I don't know what this is, and it's weird.
Kosuke being the true empath. Something isn't right.
Oh my
The way,
god.
the fact that I'm relating to Kosuke more than like anyone else is probably the most concerning thing about
It's
this
so
show.
concerning.
Yeah.
I will
Girls
I
can.
fucking bottoms up. Like that line triggers me so much.
It does. It's so triggering because
Bottoms
like,
up.
why are
I
you
need the
drink?
SpongeBob meme where SpongeBob's like leaning over and it's like super just like distorted and he's like bottoms up? I'm like, oh my
I wonder
goodness.
why Noah started checking. I wonder why Noah started checking his phone. I feel like that was a weird thing to do. But
I
whatever,
think really? I guess. Maybe he's waiting for a text message from somebody or I don't
Is
know.
this Instagram? Looks like Instagram.
Winstagram.
What?
Oh my
Where?
god, Winstagram.
Oh,
Only 8 o'clock. Jesus Christ, it's not earlier than I thought. I'm trying to see. Let's see what this is.
Wait, hold on. Okay, let's go.
All right. Okay. So, regardless of that, I'm really excited for the next episode. I'm really excited to see where this whole bottoms up thing goes. Because hopefully, hopefully next episode, we get to see we get to see more of the party. I really want to see Shinna's party though. Like, even though all of this is super interesting, I'm really hoping
Kosuke better
we see
leave
Shinna's
this
party
party and
next.
go to that one. Imagine if
I know
Kosuke pulls
he
up,
needs
he's like,
to.
I fulfilled your promise, Shina, and he pulls up with a drunk Noel. That'd be so funny. What if Noel does the thing where it's like you pretend that you drank it, but like you just like tossed it out in like a plant nearby or whatever? I hope he does that.
he could, but there's no
I
telling
doubt it.
how
He's
he's
just
behaving.
like I
I think
can't
he's just
keep
gonna
up with
drink.
this anymore, guys. I feel like I am 50. This comic has aged me so much, and I just can't do this anymore.
I just feel like he's
Yeah,
just gonna go crazy. Not go crazy, but like I feel like this is like his way of showing I don't care about
Yeah,
anything
this is
anymore.
his way of like fighting, but it's also the worst way possible. But it's kind of like what Kosuke does too, in a way, where he drinks.
Self-destruction.
I don't know. It's kind of sad that the only way they think
Self-destruction
they have
art.
autonomy in their lives is if they drink. Like that's kind of sad, but that's where we are at in I Love You right now. Um, Fred, you got anything else?
Um, no, I think that's it. I'm just really excited for the next episode.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I think next episode is where things really start to kick up. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I was thinking we were gonna see Fred. I mean, Eugene and Rand in this episode, but I guess not. But maybe next episode.
Maybe next. I think next episode we'll probably
Yeah.
see Rand.
Okay, but for now, thank you all for joining us. This is the I Love You podcast, and I hope you guys come back next week for more. Bye.